You know, Marvel Rivals feels a lot like what Overwatch was supposed to be. A fun, colorful hero shooter with tons of characters and lots of opportunities for team play that somehow doesn't turn into a giant ball of frustration. I can't explain exactly why, but Overwatch is just frustrating. There are so many situations where it feels like you can't do anything to win. Rivals doesn't feel like that. When I lose, it feels like it was obvious what we should have done. Now, I'm not going to say that Rivals is perfectly balanced, but I will say I think it's more balanced than Overwatch, and it's certainly more fun. Rivals has almost as many characters as Overwatch, but so far none of them feel redundant. Okay, Punisher and Bucky both just shoot people, but that's okay. There are a ton of unique and interesting playstyles to choose from, and I'm personally having a lot of fun with Doctor Strange. I'm sure top competitive players will spot a dozen things I'm doing wrong in this gameplay, but I'm a casual gamer anyway. I don't much care about accolades or a digital ranking, I just want to play the game and not get yelled at too much. It feels like the developers tried really hard to make the characters true to the comic books and even the movies. Loki is shifty, disappears, makes copies of himself, and so on. Doctor Strange looks almost exactly like he does in the movie. Spider-Man can crawl on walls. If there's one complaint I have, it's Iron Fist. He's quite fast, has a triple jump, his main attack causes him to be magnetized to you, so he's quite difficult to get away from if you can't kill him. As Doctor Strange, it's not a big deal, because Iron Fist players tend to be cowards who only fight supports and run away whenever I show up, but it's rough on characters with less powerful damage abilities. Look at this. Within a certain range, his attacks auto-shift to the nearest guy. That's kind of stupid, in my opinion, but I'm no game developer, and there's a chance I'm just not understanding the counterplay. One thing I like about Rivals so far is that there doesn't seem to be a ton of crowd control. Stuns, slows, and hindrances are there, but they don't feel oppressive. It's certainly much less likely to run into an entire team with powerful crowd control abilities in this game. And the abilities themselves don't lock you in place for extended periods of time like Junkrat's Trap or Ana. Man, Ana's Sleep Dart is just evil game design. I don't care if some jaded Grandmaster Overwatch player tells me it's balanced. It's not. It's a 5-second stun where you can't move, shoot, look around, or do anything. Sure, if you take damage, you wake up, but the wake up animation takes a bit of time and you still can't move while that's happening. There is no earthly reason this should ever have been added. It has to be the most annoying ability ever conceived. How can you get more anti-fun than an ability that literally turns off the game for 5 seconds? To be fair, Rivals also has a similar ability with Mantis. She can stun enemies for 3.5 seconds, and you wake up early if you take damage. While that's not great, I still think it's better because Mantis' sleep is a short-range arcing projectile, not a perfectly accurate dart with infinite range. So, you know, Mantis' sleep takes a little bit of skill to use, but I still don't love that it's in the game. I'm not going to pretend there's absolutely no irritating things or questionable hero design in Rivals, but compared to Overwatch, it's way more fun and feels more balanced. I don't even know if it is, it just feels more balanced. You certainly don't spend half your life shooting shields, that's for sure. Most of the time you're shooting bad guys, not a big glowing rectangle with 2000 HP. The biggest frustration in Rivals so far isn't the game design, it's my teammates. Everyone wants to play the damage characters, and like Overwatch, they added like 50 damage characters and like 5 tanks. So by the law of averages, more people are going to want to play damage characters, while support and tank, which are necessary roles, don't get filled out. I can be carrying the entire universe on my back as Doctor Strange, but if I have 4 damage classes and a Loki who just wants to do damage, and they're all running around trying to find Invisible Woman, I'm not gonna win. But somehow I'm still glad they aren't planning to add role queues so far, because that would make it feel forced and lifeless. Overwatch has role queue, and it still isn't good. Much like Overwatch, Rivals is best enjoyed with friends, so League of Legends players should stay far away. Is the game fun? Yeah, I'd say so. Is it literally the best game ever released? No, but it is fun, and won't make you want to tear your own hair out after a single match. Or at least it doesn't do that to me. And you know, Rivals has given Stylosa another game to obsess over and make weekly videos about. Good, he was probably gonna starve before too long. Anyway, if you like fun, try this game out. But don't pick Doctor Strange, he's the only character I'm good at. Oh man, I was really positive in this video. I don't want to get accused of glazing, which I guess is when you like stuff. Quick, say something negative. Adam Warlock is ugly. There. Now I'm unbiased.